This video will begin to wrap up portion control in regards to scoops with some clarifications, as well as show you a shortcut that can be used to solve many of these types of problems quickly. We wanted to remind you that the method shown for finding a scoop size or scoop volume is an approximation. If you do not know a certain scoop size, the method shown can assist you by providing a very close approximation to the actual value. As an example, a number 10 scoop is 3/8 of a cup or 3 ounces. Our method has you dividing 32 by 10 to get 3.2 ounces. This puts you very close, although if you're dealing with a very large quantity of product, you may need to take the slight overage in volume into consideration. Overall, using this method, if you do not remember a scoop size, will be very helpful. When it comes to math, many times there is more than one way to solve the same problem. Some ways take less time than others. If you are comfortable with math, these questions can be reduced to solving for ratios and using them to determine your answer. For example, our previous video had us solving for the additional product required due to an incorrect scoop size being used. Instead of going through all of the calculations to finding the individual volumes, then the difference between them, and then using the difference to calculate things, we can cut to the chase and just get the ratio difference between the two scoops. A number 6 was used instead of a number 8. So divide 6 by 8 to get 0.75. This is your ratio. The number of guests that needed to be served were 275. Divide the total guests by this ratio to get your answer. 275 divided by 0.75 equals a rounded up 367 additional ounces of product being required. This is a quicker way to solve, but it is important to understand all of the steps explained in the entire series in case a curve is thrown at you on test day. A critically important note on this shortcut: when dealing with ratios in this type of situation, you need to make sure that you understand what the question is asking for. This will dictate if you are multiplying or dividing using your ratio. Also, the way you set up the ratio makes a difference. We will wrap up scoops with a final video that explains the math behind the shortcut. Understanding how to manipulate numbers and values to solve equations is very important, so this next video will be very helpful. RDStudy.com video tutorials are produced and owned by Nutrition News Network LLC. Any copying, reuse, or redistribution, in full or in part for any purpose without the written consent of Nutrition News Network LLC is prohibited. All rights reserved.